What's up? What's up? What's up? Your boy Domuto. We're back with another video today. We're watching CallMeArj, and we're watching Ultra Vegeta loses his arm. Oh shit! So somebody in my comments or one of my subscribers or whatever helped me put this in order, or put some of this in order, and so if you look on my channel, the last video that I reacted to this ain't really the last video for this story. So I will have that at the end of the video, the actual video that goes after this one or before this one, at the, to keep it in order. But anyway, let's get into it.
So our story continues with us seeing the once calm and collected angel Vegito with a look of despair as he whimpers at just seeing his own god die before his eyes. Still grabbing tightly onto the energy ring around his neck, struggling fruitlessly to escape now that all his angelic powers have left him. Ultra Vegito meanwhile remains in the air, still in position, staring at the bloody mess that is now Seadra, and with a signature smirk lets out, "Wow, look at all that blood, Seadra, and here I thought you were only full of crap." As following this, Vegito then raises his arm, slowly saying as he does,
"Get off the stage.
I think it's time to say our final goodbyes. Don't you think, Angel?"
Damn.
What? No! Leave Lord Seadra alone! You've done enough, you monster!
You monster!
Leaving Vegito to scream and struggle in anguish in the background even more as the heartless Vegito continues to raise his arm until Hakai! With a thunderous roar, Ultra Vegito shouts the final words he reserves for all gods after killing them, using their own technique to send them to the realm of nothingness.
I love it. Kill them with their own move.
Like clockwork, Seadra's deceased and decapitated body then proceeds to disintegrate to dust. Like a sandcastle breaking down, the once god of destruction of Universe 9 is nothing more than a memory now. No! No! Lord Seadra! I failed you.
Definitely did.
As one final time, the angel Vegito, who had attended to Seadra for millennia, now watches as his life as he knows it is changed for eternity, seeing not only his lord, but his student and friend be erased forever. Eventually leaving Vegito standing with his arm out and with Seadra now completely gone, as Vegito finally says, "Now, let's move on to you, Vegito.
It's crazy. Where the fuck the
Want
Grand
me to
Priest
take your head off first, or do you prefer an old-fashioned Hakai while you're still alive?" Vegito! But now that sorrow and sadness has shifted completely to complete rage and anger, unbefitting of an angel, as his emotions take over him and he responds, You demon! Mark my words, you will pay for this! Your time is coming soon, Vegito. The minute my father arrives will be your last minute in existence.
He ain't pulling up, big dog.
What you did to the gods and myself, you will pay for 1,000 lifetimes! But Vegito, upon hearing this, is almost excited by the words, not bothered in the slightest by these same threats all the gods have made to him before, as he sarcastically responds, "Oh, I'm quaking in my boots, Vegito. Not your big bad midget for a father. Oh, whatever will I do?"
Oh, he's fucking with you, Vegito.
Struggle and say all you want,
I wouldn't take that, Vegito.
You know well
I wouldn't take that, Vegito.
This is the end for you.
I don't know why I said that.
If I were you,
that was racist.
I'd have made my last words
Vegito sound
a
like
lot more
a Spanish name.
But
Vegito.
each to their own, I guess. Enjoy nothingness, you weakling. As Vegito, just like before,
take my channel
begins
away.
raising his hand, ready to close it at any instant and snap off Mojito's head identically to Cedra's, upping the tension as he grimaces his face, staring at Mojito and yells, "Huh?" But suddenly something happens. Vegito's face becomes full of shock as on his left shoulder, blood begins to pour out. But from what? Let go of my brother, demon! What? As out of nowhere, what appears to be a young girl suddenly falls from the sky, wielding a familiar staff that
Who angel is that?
Cuts through Vegito's arm like butter, shockingly severing it completely from the God Killer as he watches it separate.
Let your guard down,
in
Vegito.
Complete shock. You, my arm, you, leaving him to be left unable to even form coherent sentences from the completely unexpected turn of events. As it is soon revealed, finally, the young girl is none other than Kusu, the Angel of Universe 10, who was mysteriously missing from action when Vegito assassinated Rumchi. An overlooked mistake he will now regret for the rest of his life. As Kusu continues, I'll be taking those rings back now, Vegito, even if it means with your arm itself too. I have no idea why Lord Rumchi instructed me to stay when he went to confront you, but nothing will hold me back now from protecting my siblings. Kusu, I thought you had died. There's no way. The sudden arrival, of course, of the petite angel causes Mojito to instantly question in disbelief whether what he sees is really his older sister.
Oh, the Supreme Kai's distracted us. I forgot all about the angel with Rumsey's.
But eventually, Kusu moves from the stunned, in paralysis from the shocked Vegito and flies straight towards her brother, yelling, "Mojito, are you okay?" Which immediately then validates Mojito's thoughts as he yells back with a beaming smile, "Kusu, it really is you! I can't believe it! Good going on injuring that monster! You really saved me, sister!" Eventually, as Kusu arrives next to Mojito, she attempts to calm down her brother, who still clings onto the energy collar around his neck, as she explains the situation that went down in her own universe, saying, "Of course, I wouldn't let my little brother go out like that. This Vegito has already managed to erase Lord Rumchi, and even killed 2 Supreme Kais while he was at it too. Lord Rumchi had instructed me to stay put and not interfere under any circumstance, and as his attendant, I obeyed. But now that he's gone, I just couldn't stand by and watch anymore. Mojito, it's been a long time since we ever fought together in our training days with Father, but today we'll put an end to this together for the sake of all our brothers and sisters." But hearing this, Mojito can't help but still look at Kusu with confusion and replies, "Kusu? He just killed Lord Cedra, and you're saying he killed Rumchi too?
Yeah, he like
then
that.
What do you mean, sister? We can stop him as we are now. You know as well as I do, as soon as our god dies, our angelic powers instantly become inactive. I am completely powerless right now, and so should you. It's a big mystery how you were even able to damage Vegito like that. What's going on?" Kusu, though, seemingly anticipating such a line of questioning, just smiles back and replies, "Haha, well, that would be the case normally. But many years ago, Father told me that within my staff, and a number of others, he built certain emergency functions. I do not know the powers the other angels have, but he told me mine was to manually reactivate our angel abilities, but only for 48 hours. Again, he made it clear that it had to be used only in the most necessary of situations. But with Father not having done anything about this monster yet, I'd say this was more an emergency than any. My only issue is, I've expended most of my time by now. But for you, once I reactivate your powers, you'll have a full 48. You need to use it wisely, Mojito. And after hearing this explanation, rather than worry about the time limit, Mojito looks at Kusu with a smile and says,
Ain't
the
that sweet?
rumors were true. Father really did have his favorites. I was never given any special powers, but I guess Father never really did bother to talk to me much. But you, Kusu,
Hey man,
what a ridiculous
I mean, don't you got like a god killer to go
embedded
kill? Like, what y'all all
solely
this
for
talking?
Little Miss Perfect. No matter about the 48 hours, that along with whatever time you have left should be more than enough. 2 on 1, and this now one-armed Vegito fellow will be done for. Let's do this, Kusu! To which Kusu then nods back with a serious look and replies, Got it, brother. Now stand still. This will be quick. And with that, Kusu immediately fires off a beam of divine white aura from the palm of her hand. As instantly the energy ball hits and surrounds Mojito. In the
Now he got a little challenge.
Ultra Instinct aura we know the angels for, surprising even Mojito himself as he comments, You weren't kidding, Kusu. I can feel my energy return. No, I feel even stronger than before.
Aww.
This is outstanding. And so just like that, we then see for the first time dual angels, brother and sister, surrounded in divine mastered Ultra Instinct aura, ready to take on Vegito with all their might, with Kusu screaming, Alright, Mojito, I probably only have an hour left. For the sake of Father, no, for the sake of the entire multiverse, we will avenge our fallen brothers. To which Mojito gets his staff in position and replies, Certainly, my sister, I will enjoy this demon's final moments.
And they still worry about it, huh?
Damn it! But meanwhile, back with Vegito, the adrenaline from the shock of seeing what Kusu did to him finally fades, and the pain and burn of his now blood-spewing shoulder begins to set in, as he clutches his shoulder to stem the blood and yells angrily,
Oh, got fucked.
What have you done to me? My arm, my rings! You'll die 1,000 deaths for this, angel! And now the look of anger never before seen so intensely on Vegito's face.
Fill it with your staff.
Veins bulge over not only his face, but in the whites of his eyes too. He lets out intimidatingly, First, your damn daddy locks me up for 10 years of my life, making your own brother Whis off himself just to make things right. And then you take my entire family away from me for eternity, and now you undo what your own brother wished for and take away my own arm from me too. Why don't you damn angels just accept your punishment and die already? And with just one arm still leaking a trail of blood, Vegito rushes in at the two angels, angrier than ever. But unfortunately, weaker too than ever after training for a year non-stop in the GT timeline, surviving a planetary Hakai, and Hakaiing Lord Sidra, all without a second of rest. And ultimately the two angels, in all their wisdom, know this too, smiling without a hint of fear in their heart as Vegito approaches, with Kusu thinking, and here, the fool finally comes. Yeah! With Vegito beginning with an enraged punch that uncharacteristically misses under the exceptional movements of Kusu's Ultra Instinct.
How you gonna get out of this, Vegito?
Too slow, God Killer.
Get out, killer.
And as her confidence grows, a smirk comes across her lips as she continues, I guess since you're missing an arm, I don't need to worry about a follow-up attack. I guess it's my turn now then. As suddenly, with alarming speed and power, Kusu swings her staff right at Vegito. For a moment, Vegito is left frozen. He wonders if he does anything to stop the staff, will it just slice through him again? Not this time, you witch! But ultimately, he brings his arm up at the last second, knowing as long as he isn't caught off guard and his arm is imbued with his ki, her staff will not cut through anything. But unfortunately, even with that block, there was nothing in the way now to defend himself on the other side as Kusu instinctively follows up with a kick that lands, sending Vegito flying as he thinks, damn it! I haven't got used to having one arm yet! I still think it's there when it's not! I can't fight like this! I need to! What? But before Vegito can even finish his thoughts, right behind him appears Mojito. He too gripping his angel staff with both hands until...
Damn.
Vegito is slammed on the back of his neck with a blow that would normally leave anyone paralyzed, as Vegito coughs out blood and momentarily loses consciousness, being sent now flying uncontrollably towards the depths of space. Sister, it's working just as you thought. Father would be proud. This mortal upstart doesn't even stand a chance. To which Kusu, with an even bigger smile, replies, "Haha, and only barely 10 minutes have passed, brother. We still have plenty of time to finish this, and have some fun with him too."
Oh shit, they're trying to get freaky dicky. They're trying to get freaky dicky with you, Vegito. You gotta go. You gotta do something.
To chase after Vegito's vulnerable, flailing body, still not satisfied with the damage they've already inflicted on the same. Eventually though, Vegito manages to regain himself in the midst of space, staring into his impending fate as both angels rush in. In the brief seconds he has left, he continues to think to himself, no, this isn't how this was supposed to go. I've lost too much blood and energy. Surprise attack after surprise attack has drained all my energy just trying to survive. And with one arm, I don't have a hope in hell of defending myself to pull off a win. What is even going on here? We said their powers should have deactivated the minute the gods died. It happened with Korn. Why isn't it the same here? Something is wrong, but I don't know what. I need to get out of here and regroup. Hello, God Killer! Miss us? But time is cut short, as in a flash,
Yeah, I don't know you doing all this
Mojito
thinking.
and Kusu appear
Where your
before
staff
the
at,
same
bruh?
menacingly, smiling from ear to ear, knowing just how helpless the once feared God Killer now is. As Mojito says, "Now be a good boy and let me chop off that other arm too. I wouldn't want you to use those remaining time rings, would we, Kusu?" Solar Flare! But while the cocky angels take their time threatening the thought to be helpless Vegito, the Fuse Saiyan unexpectedly takes a page.
Hey, we need to talk about how Solar Flare really the savior. It's really one of the golden moves of Dragon Ball. Like, just like, nigga, if you in a sticky situation, Solar Flare, nigga. Solar Flare your ass up out of there.
From Tien Shinhan's book and unleashes an incredible bright light that blinds even the angels.
One of those sneaky ass moves. It always, pretty much always work. I don't remember a time he failed.
As both Mojito and his sister close
can't really
their
think
eyes
of a Dragon Ball moment where
momentarily
it didn't
and cover
work.
them from the burning bright light, leaving Vegito finally some time to make
it
his
always
escape,
worked, don't it?
as he says to himself, "Got him! Enjoy seeing nothing but white lights, you freak! A little gift from one of your victims. His name was Tien." Just like that, Vegito rushes off, leaving the two angels in his dust, his arm still bleeding as he looks back knowing he can't even risk attacking them in this state. All he can do is run whether he likes it or not. Over there! And within seconds, Vegito plots course to a random planet below to find anywhere at all to hide or recover in some way. He still has some of the time rings left, but would he really escape without retrieving his arm to reattach? Eventually, Vegito arrives on the surface of the planet with a small thud, and for just a brief moment, he looks around to survey his surroundings, thinking, what? This planet literally has no life force at all! It's nothing but rocks! Barely anywhere to get some space! As Vegito then grunts as he continues to run frantically to find any sort of cover to hide from the hunting angels above, thinking to himself, there's got to be something around here. How can this massive planet not have even a hint of life? It's basically a glorified moon. Finally, this will do for now. But eventually though, Vegito does find himself at the foot of a large cave entrance. Pitch black inside, he decides to enter with his godly energy signature completely untraceable. But once inside and calming down in the darkness, he begins to think on his next moves, still grabbing onto his bloody shoulder, trying to remain conscious. They should have recovered from that solar flare by now, but they'll never figure out I'm here. They probably think I escaped with the staff, or even my current time rings. But there's no way in hell I'm leaving without that arm. Each of those rings provides instant access to another timeline. And on top of that, if I get that arm soon enough, I'll still be able to reattach it. Oh, we know exactly how important that arm is to you, demon! But suddenly, Vegito's calm thoughts are interrupted by a pair of familiar voices creepily yelling.
Those are angels, like they don't really need to reach your power.
Vegito slowly turns his head into the darkness, seeing nothing at first as he comments, what the? Who's there? No, it couldn't be! And in a scene straight out of a horror flick,
power level.
Two pairs of demonic-looking eyes with two creepy grins to match suddenly appear from within the darkness. Through whatever means, the angels have found
they
Vegito,
did, dog. They about to click that
and
nigga.
there is no way to escape. But that
I ain't gonna lie, that was a good chapter right there. That was a really good chapter. Shout out to CallMeArj, and you know what I'm saying. And man, my fault. Hold on, fucking camera. I know my shit was probably fucked up during the video. Bear with me. Yeah, but shout out to CallMeArj. Vegito looked like he's cooked. He needed to get his arm. He needed to use those rings. Yeah, what happened? How you guard down? You can't have your guard down, bro. Yeah. Anyway, like my reaction. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Check out the last chapter right here. Check out another chapter right here, or another video right here. And I'll catch you next time. Peace.